All right, welcome back to another series. We're in Debarim, which is Deuteronomy. We're going to start in chapter 5, verse 16. Respect your father and your mother, as by the name of God right there, your Elohim has commanded you, so that your days are prolonged, and so that it is well with you on the soil which we have the name of God right there, your Elohim is giving you. So, this is key here, prolonging your days. Respect your father and mother. This could be for daughters. This could be for mothers as well. Teaching your children to respect you. You know, you want your children to prolong their days. You know, you want them to have the full effect of life. So that's going to be key. Very, very easy to understand. Verse 21. You do not covet your neighbor's wife, nor do you desire your neighbor's house, his field, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, his ox, nor his donkey, or whatever belongs to your neighbor. So, females again, don't be jealous of your neighbors. If you're a wife, all right, you know, if you have a lot of things, especially cars, clothes, and things like that, things that a lot of people want, you just have to be wise in how you deal with those situations and how you present yourself around those people. A lot of people may desire those things or may think that you're trying to make them jealous and things like it's a lot of things that could come up. So you just want to look at these verses, look up the definition of covet, and just try to see how you should present yourself. There's some places you may not want to go around or dress very nicely around just because of this situation. All right. So you don't want to cause others to sin and you don't want to sin against others. So if you see a husband, all right, and you know that he's married, he has a wife, you know, you don't want to go after that man or desire to have them. All right. And the same with cars, clothes, house. All right. Don't be jealous of how well someone take care of the house or things like that, or you want that. Go out and do it for yourself. You know, focus on building yourself. As we go over to chapter 7, we go to verse 3, and do not intermarry with them. You do not give your daughter to his son, and you do not take his daughter for your son. For he turns your sons away from following me to serve other mighty ones. Then the displeasure of, we have the name of God right there, shall burn against you and promptly destroy you. And as we go down to verse 11, and you shall guard the command and the laws and the right rulings which I command you today to do them. All right. And then you can read those verses in between as we go to verse 14. Blessed are you above all peoples. There's not going to be a barren man or a barren woman among you or among your livestock. So the key here, obey God in all situations. He's blessing them. All right. See the blessings that come with obedience to God. And then also find out about the history. As you go back and read, there are a whole bunch of peoples who he did not want you to intermarry with. All right. You can find out these same people who they are today. And one of the main things is just that he doesn't want you to turn away to serve other gods, other mighty ones. All right. So if it's women from other religions or males from other religions, all right, and you believe in this God, the God of love, don't go after someone or try to marry someone that's directly opposed to your religion. All right. They may be nice, good looking, and things like that. But the key here, God is telling you not to intermarry. And then if you go to the start of chapter 7, it tells you the people and the nations that he did not want them to go into. And then as we skipped over to chapter 10, verse 18, he executes right rulings for the fatherless and the widow, and loves the stranger, giving him food and a garment. And you shall love the stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Mizraim. So key here, love strangers, all right? Don't always go around people you know doing good. Love some strangers, all right? For you were strangers as well. You didn't know God. A lot of you didn't know God before you start reading the Bible or someone told you about it or, you know, things like that. So, love strangers, do good, all right? Give them food, give them clothing, all right? It's a lot that goes with it, all right? He says to love them, execute right rulings. He executes right ruling for the fatherless and the widow. So, fatherless child and the widow, all right? And loves the strangers. It seems like they're all in that same category right there. So if you're growing up without a father, or if you've been divorced, put away, or you know you're now a widow because your husband passed away, it's all good. All right. You see here, he's going to execute right rulings. All right. So just trusting God in these type of situations. As we go to chapter 13, we go to verse 6. When your brother, the son of your mother, or your son, or your daughter, or the wife of your bosom, or your friend who is as your own being entices you secretly, saying, let us go and serve other mighty ones, which you have not known, neither you nor your fathers, of the mighty ones of the people which are all around you, near to you or far off from you, from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. Do not agree with him or listen to him, nor shall your eye pardon him, nor spare him or conceal him. But you shall certainly kill him. Your hand is first against him to put him to death, and afterward the hand of all the people. And you shall stone him with stones until he dies, because he sought to entice you away from, we have the name of God right there, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mizraim, from the house of bondage. And let all Israel hear and fear, and not again do such evil matter as this in your midst. Key here, God does not want you serving no other gods. All right, He's very, very protective of you. He loves you a lot, and you see that being killed, stoned to death, were some of the consequences of those being led astray. So if you are a sister or you have brothers, it doesn't matter who they are, your father, your mother, anybody. You could be a brother or a sister. It doesn't matter, male or female at this point. The key here, you just want to serve God. You don't want to have no other gods, all right? And then if anyone comes along with you, trying to entice you, bring you away from him, try to take you away from God. It could be your brother, your daughter, your son, anybody close to you. It doesn't matter. If they try to get you to, agree and go serve other gods, do not agree with him or listen to him, nor shall your eye pardon him, nor spare him or conceal him. Let it be known who they are. All right, tell somebody. All right, don't spare it. All right, you don't listen to him. Do not agree. All right, it could be male or female. So you know what is coming here. Deny all that other religion talk. As far as trying to get you to go along and serve them and do all that stuff. You got to be able to serve God and be for Him. Same like within marriage and relationships. All right. Why entertain somebody else? Go date another guy, or go sleep with this other guy, or go sleep with this other girl, or date this other girl. You want to be able to not agree with them, not listen, don't pardon them, don't spare them or conceal them, expose them, all right? All right, in this last section here, we're in chapter 18, verse 9. When you come into the land which, we have the name of God right there, your Elohim is giving you, do not learn to do according to the abominations of those nations. Let no one be found among you who makes his son or his daughter pass through the fire, or one who practices divination, or a user of magic, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer, or one who conjures spells, or a medium, or a spiritist, or one who calls up the dead. For whoever does these is an abomination too. We have the name of God right there. And because of these abominations, we have the name of God right there. Your Elohim drives them out from before you. Be perfect before, we have the name of God right there, your Elohim. For these nations whom you are possessing do listen to those using magic and to diviners. But as for you, we have the name of God right there, your Elohim has not appointed such for you. So, key right here, God did not appoint us to do any type of magic, divination, interpreting omens, sorcerer, casting, conjure spells, medium, spiriters, or people who call up the dead. All right, He calls these people abominations. So this is going to be a key section here. All right, you got people like Miss Cleo, a lot of people who do spells, psychics and things like that. Numerous people call in. These people call themselves spiritual and things like that. And the key here, God doesn't want any of this to be found among you, all right? He did not appoint you for such things. He says it right here. So don't listen to them, all right? There are people who do. All right, there are people who do. They call themselves Christians. They go to church and stuff like that. There are some churches who are involved in these things, and you just have to be able to know how the devil is disguising himself and your enemy. So, again, passing through the fire. All right, it's rituals that do these things. All right. Different cultures and things like that. Divination, find out what that is. Magic, all right. Find out what all these things is so that you can present yourself holy before God. But this is key here. If you got anyone that's involved in any of these things, male or female, I highly recommend to stand away. You do not want to be like an abomination. And also, he also calls an abomination, those who males who lie with males, females who lie with females, you know, as they do with opposite sex, or like homosexuality, um, lesbianism, and then those who wears others garments. So females who wear males garments and males who wear female garments. So this is key here. We're gonna get some key points out. Other than that, God bless.